Playoff rematch in Kansas City.
Those are the reigning champions. We gotta take these from them. We are champions. We play like champions.
You were made for this.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Angling left, dodge into the end zone.
That's just to get it started, baby.
Mayfield to throw. Caught. He fumbled out of the end zone.
I'm telling you, y'all better wake up.
Looks, throws, corner, touchdown, Jarvis Landry.
He's hurting.
If somebody told you it was going to be hard, would you still want it?
They give it to Hunt. He's going in. Touchdown.
If the Chiefs get a first down, the game's over.
Go for it. Go for it.
And he's scrambling. And he dives. He's close to a first down. Stays in bounds. The Chiefs are going to advance.
Jeffrey Chadia is in Arrowhead for today's rematch. Jeffrey?
Thanks, Rich. And there's been so much discussion about that playoff game last year, but the Chiefs, they are not spending a lot of time thinking about it. Defensive tackle Chris Jones said that was last year. This is a new season. The key is going 1-0. And quarterback Patrick Mahomes echoed that same sentiment. He said, you look at the Browns now, they're a different team on defense, as many as 8 new starters coming in, a good mix of veteran free agents, young guys coming in through the draft. And Mahomes said, this game is going to come down to execution. If you can't execute against a defense like that, you are not going to beat the Cleveland Browns. And speaking of Mahomes, he sat down with our own Kay Adams recently. Here's a tease of what they discussed.
You're going into 2021, there's a smile on your face, back-to-back Super Bowls, 2 very different results. Did you take anything away from the Super Bowl loss that was helpful?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I took away from it was you got to be ready to play every single day. Having that blowout loss that we hadn't had yet is something that will make sure that I'm ready to go every single week, that I don't take it for granted what it's like to play against the best of the best.
That's the reality right now. Let's talk a little bit of fantasy football with Kay Adams joining us now on NFL Game Day morning. Hey, Kay, how are you? Good to see you.
Hi, happy game day. Liking the new jigs,
Same to you. Same to you. All right, so normally I'd ask you for some sleeper players, but our production staff worked really hard on this. They worked, and they definitely high-fived after coming up with this idea. So which players are a little under the K-dar today? Kay, who's under the K-dar today?
I love the producers in the back. Yes, we're going to put people on the K-dar, who I think will have explosive games. Don't get too cute. Play the guys you drafted, at least for week 1. But Jalen Hurts definitely on the K-dar because he's under the K-dar, especially in daily fantasy. What a value. A lot of questions about this offense. I have 0 questions about Jalen's rushing ability. 272 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns over 4 starts last year. They drafted Devontae Smith. Maybe he gets it going through the air, and I love the matchup. It's an optimal one against the Falcons. It's a high-scoring affair, which is why I also like Kyle Pitts on the other side, the rookie. That's right. He wasn't taken 4th overall to get eased into the offense. He'll be hot from the jump, the number 2 option after Ridley. I would be shocked personally if he doesn't have at least 1 touchdown today. And for daily, he will never cost as little as he does today. Very good option, less than $5,000 in most daily fantasy leagues. So get him in your lineup. And from Pitts to Pittman Jr. No T.Y. today for the Colts, so I think Michael Pittman Jr. is going to be obviously the number 1 option for Carson Wentz today. He's ranked outside the top 40 at wide receiver, NFL.com somehow. What's going on over there? He is going to have a top 20 finish, I think, today against a Seahawks secondary that was decimated in the offseason. I also like T. Higgins, Rich. I also think a guy like DJ Moore flying under the K-dar.
Under the K-dar. They even have this nice graphic there with a couple pings, which is 1 more than we asked Vasily for in the hunt for it October. There's a ping. There's 2 pings. Just 1 ping, please. All right, so now let's 3 ping. Enough with the pings, because we got to get to the stack of the day and the same daily fantasy lineup today. For you, Kay Adams, is your stack of the day is who?
We always do stacks and pancakes. It's the morning, it's Sunday. One of my favorite pancake places in the country, Rich, is Pancake Pantry down in Nashville.
Nice.
And that's where we're going. Cards, Titans. It should be a high-scoring, high-paced affair. both questionable defenses. So I'm going to say you got to go with the efficient and always valuable Ryan Tannehill. A.J. Brown, no Patrick Peterson, no Malcolm Butler. A.J. Brown told me personally, Rich, this past week that he is going to score a touchdown and that he has already visualized and prepared for the touchdown dance celebration. So I'm trusting A.J. Brown. On the other side, you want to run it back with a cheaper option, potentially a Rondale Moore, a rookie who can rack up points on the ground, through the air, being used all over the field, or even a Chase Edmonds, a sneaky good option.
Okay, so that's the stack of the day. Kay Adams, we'll see you later on in the show for your one-on-one chat with Patrick Mahomes. And, of course, every single morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on Good Morning Football. That's right here on NFL Network. Rolling on to break. Carson Wentz, what is he?